Welcome to the fifth and final round of the World Rally Raid Championship 2024. This is the Rallye Du Marco, one of the best events on the calendar, and it will crown the heroes of what has been a remarkable season. In the bikes, it's all about the battle between Hero and Honda. Ross Branch has been leading the way since the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, but he now has the Dakar and Ruta 40 winner Ricky Brabeck breathing down his neck.
With the championship coming down to the last race like this is really good for our sport. All the spectators are going to be sitting on the edge of their seats watching who's going to win.
We'll see what happens, but for sure we're not holding back. We're going full gas here to do the best we can do and cross our fingers and hope we get the championship.
The two teams were also gunning for the manufacturer's title, with Honda leading the way. They made a good start as Tosha Shurena won his fifth consecutive W2RC prologue.
Rallye Du Marco is super hard for everybody, but yeah, I think we did a good job today.
But Branch showed that he wasn't messing around on the first full stage, taking victory by almost 2 minutes from the Spaniard. The opening stage around Zagora ended up having major consequences on the title race because Brabeck got injured after jumping a dune and taking the full impact on his right leg.
It's a little bit of a bummer, but you know, it's racing and it's part of it. I feel like this is a rally for me to shine at, but right now I have to weigh my options, you know, be 100% healthy at the Dakar or risk hurting my knee in a couple more days.
The American forced to withdraw from the rally. The door was therefore open for Branch to secure the world crown. All he had to do was get to the finish line in Mengoob on Friday. That meant riding in a slightly less aggressive way than he's used to.
There's a little guy on the shoulder calling me like a guy that's not going all in, eh? But it is what it is, you know. Definitely focused on the end goal at the moment.
The only person who could now topple Branch was Adrien van Beveren, though he would need the Motswana to abandon. The Frenchman was trying to play it fast but safe, and he was the top W2RC rider on stage 3.
The amount of adrenaline you got on the day per day, riding the motorcycle 160 an hour in the stones, it's something really special.
Nacho Cornejo, meanwhile, was continuing to get to grips with the new hero after joining the team this year and was looking to act as a wingman for Branch where he could. As far as the manufacturer's battle went, the Monster Energy Honda team came out on top as they completed a 1-2 in the W2RC. But having already lost Brabeck, Pablo Quintanilla crashed out on stage 4. Shurena ended up as the top dog in the W2RC, although the overall rally victory went to Sanders, while Van Beveren, who was frustrated by what he felt were some misleading notes on stage 4, was 4th overall at the rally and 2nd in the World Championship. All eyes, though, were on that man, Ross Branch. Having taken part in all 5 rounds this season and battled from January to October across 4 continents, the Kalahari Ferrari is a very worthy World Rally Raid champion.
It's been a lifelong dream, and to finally get it is just like indescribable. You know, I'm still on cloud 9, and it's just incredible. And thank you to the team, thank you to my family. It's been a long journey, 34 years of racing motorbikes, but we finally got it, and I couldn't be more happier.
Branch taking the crown ahead of Van Beveren, who has been on the podium of every W2RC season so far, with Shurena in 3rd. Honda sealed the manufacturer's title, but that won't stop the party in the hero camp tonight. Romain Dumontier came to Morocco with an 8-point lead in the Rally 2 class, but the Frenchman found himself unable to compete with the front-runners on Honda's new customer competition bike. The Bass World KTM team ran riot, completing a 1-2-3 in the W2RC. Tobias Ebster, the top rookie and the winner of Malle Moto at this year's Dakar, made great strides in navigation as he came third. Mike Doherty made it home in second, the South African boosting his confidence after crashing out of the Dakar and Abu Dhabi earlier this year. But one man was head and shoulders above the rest, Bradley Cox, a winner in Morocco for the second year running. The South African won 3 of the 5 stages and overhauled Dumontier to also go home with the W2RC title.
Just kept telling myself when I was a little boy, I wrote in a school book, one day I want to be a world champion, and I achieved that dream today.
Cox finishing the season on exactly 100 points with Dumontier 6 back. Konrad Dabrowski completed the podium. The Rally 3 victory in Morocco went to local hero Souleymane Adari, winner of the Africa Enduro Cup, while Chile's John Medina secured the Rally Raid World Cup title. Medina finishing some way clear of Eduardo Alan, with Adari and Gonzalo Amaral sharing third place. Manuel Andujar had already won the world title in the quads, but the battle for the podium was raging in Morocco. Antanas Kanopkinas went quickest to secure third place in the W2RC. It was very tight behind Andujar, just 5 points separating Kamil Wisniewski in second and Hani Al-Numaisi in fourth. Onto the FIA classes, and Rokas Baciuszka came to Morocco with a healthy 44-point lead in the Challengers. The Lithuanian's keen to add to his SSV world titles in 2022 and 23.
If leading, just we need to enjoy the rally, just show some pace and to finish the rally actually and take the world title.
Once the rally got underway though, it was all about the Gökçal family, who've teamed up with the Taurus factory team. They were unstoppable in their T3 Max, with Mikhail Gökçal taking out the first 2 stages. There was even a 1-2-3 on stage 2. Mikhail ran into trouble though on stage 3, breaking a steering arm, and that allowed his nephew Eric to win the stage and snatch the overall lead. Mitch Guthrie was doing his last rally in this class before stepping up with the Ford M Sport team at the Dakar, the American coming 5th overall. Last year's winner in Morocco, Marek Gökçal, pushed his son all the way on the final stage, but he had to be content with 2nd place. And so 19-year-old Eric Gökçal claimed the overall win, the youngest ever Dakar winner, proving that he is set to be a generational talent. As for Baciuszka, he was able to take it pretty easy and had the W2RC title wrapped up by the end of stage 3. He has now been a world champion in 3 consecutive seasons.
It's nice, I drive T4, beat world champion, then T3, like SSV challenger class. Now, to be on this going by step and to be the champion. The target now is to be ultimate world champion.
Baciuszka securing the title ahead of Nicolas Cavigliasso, whose wife Valentina won the co-driver's crown. The tightest title fight is in the SSVs, where 4 crews could mathematically seal the deal this week. Sebastian Guayasamín snatched the lead in Argentina, but Yassir Sayyidan is only 6 points off the pace.
Our goal is to win the round and win also some points of the stages to win the championship.
After a host of mechanical issues in Portugal and Argentina, Sayyidan made a much better start, finishing as the top W2RC driver on the first 3 stages and putting nearly 40 minutes into Guayasamín. But the Ecuadorian hit back on stage 4 as the Saudi was almost undone by a broken wishbone. It would all come down to the last stage, where they were separated by just under 15 minutes. Sayyidan keeping his cool to take overall victory at the rally and claim the championship by just 2 measly points.
We are pushing the maximum and we were very scared to break the car, but we're glad we finished it.
There wasn't a closer category in the W2RC this year. Meanwhile, Rebecca Busi climbed on to the final podium. Finally, to the ultimate class, where there are lots of new vehicles on show. Some things never change though. It's Nasser Al-Attiyah who's leading the W2RC in his Dacia Sandrider.
We worked very hard this year, to be again defend our title, and we are ready and we try to do our best.
The only man who looks like he can realistically stop Nasser taking a third straight crown is the defending champion in Morocco, Yazid Al-Rajhi.
The championship is not in your hand. You need some luck, and that's what's going on. Nasser, he take the points in Dakar. I don't take it. That's we need him out this race and to make it equal fight.
Guerlain Chichery came to Morocco in a brand new petrol-powered X-Raid Mini, and he was immediately on the hunt, winning the prologue ahead of his teammate João Ferreira. Not such a good start though for Marcos Baumgart, who ran into trouble when he was trying to avoid a static Sébastien Loeb. The Frenchman also making his Dacia debut, but not in the W2RC. Al-Attiyah, on the other hand, was all in for the championship, and he began in typical Nasser fashion with victory on stage 1.
I'm really so happy, first time with our Sandrider, Dacia, and it's really helped a lot for the team.
Lucas Morais was making his Morocco debut here and looking to shore up third place in the World Championship. After an underwhelming first stage, the Brazilian roared back to take his 5th win of the season.
It's amazing how hard it is, to be honest. Everybody was saying to me, yeah, it's tougher than Dakar sometimes, and it really is. And yeah, really, really happy. This thing is really hard to get, so we are happy.
Al-Rajhi ran into a host of problems on stages 2 and 3, including getting lost and suffering punctures, and that more or less ended his chances of overhauling Al-Attiyah. Guillaume de Mévius, on the other hand, was flying in the older generation X-Raid Mini. He and his new co-driver, Mathieu Pomel, were the top W2RC crew on stage 3 as they closed to within 5 minutes of the rally leader, Al-Attiyah. It's been a pretty topsy-turvy first season for Seth Quintero in the Ultimates, and the young American once again had to contend with a few issues as he finished 4th among W2RC crews. Al-Rajhi was 3rd with a couple of improved showings in the last 2 days, the Saudi 2nd in the overall championship for the 2nd straight year. X-Raid Mini also got one of their cars onto the podium in Morocco, with Guillaume de Mévius showing they'll be a force to be reckoned with at the upcoming Dakar. But for the 3rd straight year, the FIA World Rally Raid champion is Mr. Nasser Al-Attiyah. The Qatari making the perfect start to life with Dacia, as he also claimed overall victory in Morocco in the new Sandrider.
You can win one time or second time, but to win 3 times is really nice for me, for the team. Thank for Edward, when he came this year with me, we win everything, and we are really quite happy.
Nasser finishing the season on 202 points, some 42 clear of Al-Rajhi. Morais was 3rd on 117. And it was the Brazilian's Toyota Gazoo racing team who won the manufacturer's title. Thanks for joining us for what has been another brilliant season in the World Rally Raid Championship. We'll see you again in 2025.